Good afternoon. I am Colonel Billy Wilson, the commander of basic military training. I'm glad we had this opportunity to have a discussion. So, why are you here? I will tell you that you are here to train both your body and your mind.
Be better every day. Be better.
You are here to train your body and your mind. Not one or the other, both. I often ask new recruits, why the Air Force? And I often get, well, I want to be part of an institution. I want to be part of something that is larger than myself.
Remember why you are here. Remember those people that came before you. Everything that you do needs to come with a passion and a vigor that is unmatched.
There will be stress. It will be stressful. And I will tell you that it is stressful by design. So the question remains, when you start feeling stressed out, what are you going to do? Are you going to react or are you going to respond? I expect you to respond to the demands that are being placed upon you, pushing you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to grow, because that's why you're here. You're here to be transformed from what you were to what you need to be, to what your nation needs you to be. Each and every one of you will earn your place here. This will not be given to you. And as you earn your place here and head toward graduation day, having earned it, you will have a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. And it will be meaningful to you. And as you depart this place, you will be proud of what you've accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Mendoza.
I invite you to pray in your tradition as I pray in mine. Heavenly Father, today we gather to honor the dedication and success of these outstanding airmen and guardians as they demonstrate their devotion to precision and accuracy. May it instill in them a sense of pride and commitment to the call that they have stepped up to answer. We recognize each individual's upbringing and life experiences that allowed them to overcome every obstacle and challenge over the past few weeks. To every family member, friend, and colleague who served as a source of inspiration to these men and women, we say thank you. We ask now, dear Lord, that you would build upon the strength instilled in them as they begin this incredible journey of serving our great nation. Continue to surround them with people and opportunities that push them beyond their weakness. Place mentors in their paths who will speak life into times of uncertainty. And as they graduate today, may they continue to serve with integrity, service, and excellence. We ask these things in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to today's Department of the Air Force Basic Military Training Graduation Ceremony. We would like to take a minute to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony, the Commander, 37th Training Wing, Colonel Will Cooper. The Command Chief, 37th Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Carlos Damian. The reviewing official, the Commander, Air Force Recruiting Services, Brigadier General Christopher Amrine, accompanied by his wife, Kathy. The Command Chief, Air Force Recruiting Service, Chief Master Sergeant Rebecca Arbona. Also in attendance with us today, Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, David Flossie. The Senior Enlisted Advisor to the Chairman, number 4, Ramon Colon Lopez. Rear Admiral Jose Bencourt, United States Navy retired, accompanied by his wife, Angie.
Yeah, but I need to towel. It's wet in that hotspot area.
The Deputy Commander, 37th Training Wing, Colonel John Odell III. The Individual Mobilization Augmentee to the 37th Training Wing Commander, Colonel Jennifer Anderson. The Commander, Special Warfare Training Wing, Colonel Nathan Kolunga. The Command Chief, Special Warfare Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant William Kelly. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Space Delta 1, Chief Master Sergeant Paul Norris. The Inspection Chief, Office of the Inspector General of the Marine Corps, Master Gunnery Sergeant Erwin Johnson. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737th Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to today's ceremony, we would like to recognize our newest military training instructors. These instructors have undergone a rigorous 5-month training pathway comprised of formal academic classes and task qualification requirements. They have earned the distinct honor of donning the dark blue campaign hat. From the 320th Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Eric Cueva Leon Cole. From the 320th Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Justin Opelian. From the 320th Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Shelby Brent. From the 324th Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Justin Martinez.
Same thing with those two.
From the 324th Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Terry Carter. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Stephen Hollowood. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Morgan Baroni. From the 326th Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Allison Rain. At this time, we ask all military training instructors, past and present, to stand in a sign of unity as our newest instructors recite the MTI Pledge. The military training instructor hat that I wear
is a symbol of honor, professionalism, integrity, service, and excellence in all I do. My job is one of the most important to the Air Force, and I will spare no effort to properly prepare men and women for military service. I am dedicated to the principles of fairness, firmness, and honesty. I strive for perfection and reject mediocrity, both in my own personal behavior and in the performance of those I lead. I am an Air Force military training instructor, and above all,
derp. Post. Post.
The dark blue campaign hat these instructors received today has been the symbol of the MTI Corps since 1974. These instructors will carry on the traditions and esprit de corps of the United States Air Force as they pass on their knowledge to our newest generation of airmen. Our commander of troops is Senior Master Sergeant Anthony Chua. Brigadier General Christopher Amrine will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with a foundation to serve in the most powerful military the world has ever known. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of the 118 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of the 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in expeditionary environments. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. 737th Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Subject, Commander's Excellence. The Commander's Excellence streamer is awarded to the 326th Training Squadron, Flight 418, for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 6 May 2024 to 20 June 2024. Signed, Billy Wilson Jr., Colonel, United States Air Force. Commander's Excellence flight was led by Master Sergeant Alicia Williams and Technical Sergeant Matthew Henry. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States military. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of musical honors. Thank you. Please be seated. Graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 35,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737th Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen and guardians. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass in review, they will march over the enlisted Heroes Walk. The men and women recognized on the papers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States military in armed conflict. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow other guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review, from the 1st Delta Operations Squadron Detachment 1, the Commander of Troops, Senior Master Sergeant Anthony Chua, Senior Enlisted Leader, Hometown, San Antonio, Texas. From the United States Air Force Academy, the A Squadron staff, led by Cadet First Class Holly Schwartz, Deputy Cadet Commander, Hometown, Ottawa, Illinois. From the 320th Training Squadron, Flight 404, led by Technical Sergeant Brittany Davis, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Gainesville, Florida. Flight 405, led by Technical Sergeant Erica Cueva Leon Cole, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Trujillo, Peru. Flight 406, led by Technical Sergeant Delaney Miles, Master Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Prince George County, Maryland. Flight 407, led by Master Sergeant Anthony Coleman, Operations Superintendent, Hometown, Detroit, Michigan. Flight 408, led by Technical Sergeant Justin Hopelian, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Sacramento, California. Flight 409, led by Technical Sergeant Shelby Brent, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Hoffman, Texas. From the 324th Training Squadron, Flight 413, led by Master Sergeant Michael Arkham, Master Military Training Instructor, hometown, Chicago, Illinois. Flight 414, led by Technical Sergeant Justin Martinez, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Bronx, New York. From the 326 Training Squadron, the Color Guard, led by Master Sergeant Genevieve Fulgham, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Sebastian, Florida.
Hi!
From the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 410 and 411, led by Technical Sergeant Morgan Baroni, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Minden, Nevada. The B Squadron staff, led by Technical Sergeant Jose Rios Perez, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Levittown, Puerto Rico. Flight 412, led by Technical Sergeant Gabriela Garcia Castaneda, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Waukegan, Illinois. From the 324 Training Squadron, Flight 415, led by Technical Sergeant Taylor Fields, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Long Island, New York. The PT Excellence Flight, from the 326 Training Squadron, Flight 416, led by Technical Sergeant Carla de los Santos, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Waxahachie, Texas. Flight 417, led by Technical Sergeant Allison Green, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Newport, Oregon. The Commander's Excellence Flight, Flight 418, led by Technical Sergeant Matthew Henry, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. From the 1st Delta Operations Squadron Detachment 1, Flight 419, led by Technical Sergeant Priscilla Mariano, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, San Jose, California. Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 420, led by Technical Sergeant Tyler Strouser, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Falcon, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force and Space Force songs. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Staff Sergeant Jacob Wright, military training instructor, hometown, Llano, Texas. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core value, service before self. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honored graduates as well as their families. Basic military training undergraduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence they display throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the flights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank all family and friends who are here to support those graduating today. for your support to our mission and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Your words of encouragement has helped motivate these graduates through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Flossie, will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. SEAC, generals, chiefs, distinguished visitors, family, friends, and fellow airmen. I'll tell you what, this is impressive. You know, in the last 2 years, our pacing threat has launched more than 400 satellites. The People's Liberation Army of the People's Republic of China is overhead right now, and they're watching you. And when they watch the discipline of these newest airmen and guardians, they're going to wake up tomorrow morning, and they're going to say, not today. Well done. I'm incredibly honored and humbled to highlight 31 of our newest airmen today, who are also our newest citizens. Congratulations. Airmen and Guardians, I'm excited for each and every one of you. You know, 28 years ago this month, I stood on this very parade ground, proud of what I'd accomplished, anxious and excited for the journey ahead. I expect, amongst the 650 newest airmen and more than 120 newest Guardians in attendance today, the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force number 27, Chief Master Sergeant of the Space Force number 9 is in attendance. I look forward to that day and seeing the potential realized of this powerful group of airmen and guardians. You are all now brothers and sisters. Together, we are United States Airmen and Guardians, serving this great nation in the profession of arms. Each of you are privileged to don this uniform, the cloth of our nation. You're part of a winning team, the most powerful and lethal air and space force the world has ever known. Each of you owe your best to your service and our nation. We are guided by our core values: integrity, service, and excellence in all we do. We earn our spot on this winning team by caring for others more than ourselves. Congratulations, Airmen and Guardians. Lead well and make every day count. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brigadier General M. Ryan will now come forward and address the graduating class.
Well, good morning. What an awesome day today is. It is my honor, true honor, to be here as the presiding official along with my wingman, Chief Master Sergeant Rebecca Cardona, and SUSAF. It is great to see you again after a few years being reunited. I'd also like to take a moment to say thank you to the families. Thank you for making your journeys to get here and supporting your loved ones that are in the ranks today that will join our air and space forces. I will say that family is unbelievably important in our military, and they are joining a new family. To the moms and the dads and the grandparents that are out there, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, what I will say is thank you, and we got it. 7.5 weeks. 7.5 weeks ago, we probably started marching around on this parade field. It is again, just my honor to be here. My father marched on this parade field, both as a brand new airman and then as an MTI back in the mid-1950s. Boy, it is an awesome, awesome force that is out there in front of us. I would like to say very well done to our MTIs. You train them well. They are a disciplined force. You could see it today, and I saw it earlier with Chief on Tuesday as well. I'd like to give you a round of applause. Thank you for what you do. It is a dedicated mission, and you do it well. All right, to the more than 770 of you out here, one of the largest graduating classes as I understand, joining, yeah, all right, come on. This is a big day for you. But let me also say is that it is a completion of your first full training. You will have much more training to do. This is the start of your journey. You are about to go to your tech training schools where you will learn over 130 specialties that are out there. Every one of them is absolutely mission critical. Every single one of them is purpose-built by design to be synchronized for 100% mission effectiveness to counter those that are out there that wish to do us harm. Go forth and learn very, very well. Ask a lot of questions because it's important. I'm extremely excited for you today. Again, I would ask that you take this foundational training and have it ooze through you for the rest of your careers, the rest of your lives. Core values, take them, remind yourself of them, hold each other accountable to be the best airmen and guardians we can have. Let me just say congratulations again, and I do believe I have just one more question for you. Are you prepared to join the ranks of the world's greatest air and space forces? All right. Well, I think they're ready. SAF, you think they're ready? All right.
Please stand as Brigadier General Christopher Amron will now administer the oath of enlistment. Instructors, raise your flights and attention.
If you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. And that I will bear true faith. And allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations!
Thank you, Brigadier General Christopher Amron. Please remain standing while our graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American airman. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute as the U.S. flags pass. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass. As a reminder, the flights are positioned as viewed from the bleachers. To the left of the reviewing stand, flights 404, 405, 406, 407, 408, 409, 413, 414. And to the right of the reviewing stand, flights 412, 415, 416, 417, 418, 419, 420. Please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be